Hello, welcome back to week 6 of the 75 book challenge. It is Monday and I'm gonna be honest, I worked all day, so I have not gotten to read. We have to read 2 45-minute reading sessions tonight, and I'm gonna be reading All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I started at the end of last week and I got a couple chapters in and I'm liking it so far, so I'm excited to continue it. I have to have 2 45-minute reading sessions as well as journal about what I'm reading, and I have to be on a book buying ban. 'Tis the hardest part, but we've survived this far. If you haven't watched my other videos during this challenge, make sure to go do so now. I have a playlist of them together on my channel. We've done a lot in this challenge. We've read almost every genre known to freaking man, as well as fight off a reading slump or two. We've done it. We've made it so far. Haven't missed a day. There have been days where I'm dragging myself through this challenge, but we've been here. We've read a lot. Had some amazing reads so far, had some not so amazing reads so far. DNF'd quite a bit. But we started this challenge with my TBR being over 100, and as of right now, it's at 81. So we're doing great. I'm liking how we're moving. I'm going to start reading this, and I will be back with a reading update. I did both of my reading sessions back to back because I'm really liking this. I read up until chapter 15. Page 258. I'm really liking it so far. So her mom did go missing. She went on a hike and missing. They have no idea what happened to her. She got put in Child Protective Services, took her from her hometown. She hasn't been back, and now she's come back. She was living with her mom's stepbrother and his wife. And she also is a songwriter, and she helped write songs for her ex-boyfriend and her best friend, who's also an artist. Her and her landlord, this man, are starting to get along, but he keeps calling her Angel, and her name is Aurora. People call her Aura. So she's like, no, Aurora. Child, he's giving you a nickname. He likes you. She's like, does he really not remember my name? Girl, he does. Like, he doesn't seem like the type too, so I get why she's like, no way. But come on. No way she thinks that he thinks that her name is Angel. Girl, get serious. But I am really liking it. This is a long romance book. Some people are like, I'm not reading a romance book if it's longer than 350. I don't feel the same way. This book is 583 pages. And sometimes it's better because there's a lot of characters in here. We're getting to know all of them pretty well. I feel like by the end, I'm gonna be very well acquainted with these characters. I don't know, I'm really liking it so far. She also has The Wall of Winnipeg in me, but that's the guy plays football. I don't do sports romance. If you've read it and it's not one of the main focal points, like, I don't want them talking about it, I don't want to know the details, I don't want to hear them playing it, I don't want to hear the stats. I don't care about that. But I guess if it just happens to be a tiny part of it, I guess I'll read it. I just can't get into sports romance. I've never read one, so I haven't even tried, but just the thought of it. It's the thought that counts. And the thought is that I don't want to. But if you have a really good recommendation, you can maybe persuade me. We'll see. Try. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe. But yeah, I'm really liking it. I can't wait to read more tomorrow. I'm like 40% in. The timer went off a while ago and I just kept reading. But I wanted to finish a chapter. Today is day 36. Day 37. See you there. Hello, and welcome back to day 37. I just woke up, so I don't even know what day it is. I'm gonna do a little reading before work and then some more after work. And then I'm gonna be continuing All Roads Lead Here by Mariana Zapata. I'm enjoying it so far. What am I feeling? Do you want me to tell you what I'm feeling? I'm thinking 4.25 right now, but really no romance at all has happened. So once that happens, then yeah, I'm 40% in no romance. But she said slow burn, so what can I say? I really can't complain. Once the romance actually starts, then I'll be able to get a more accurate rating prediction. I'm gonna drink this, read, and I'll talk to you later. Okay, so I read until chapter 25 and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. My only complaint is that Rhodes, the man, he doesn't like sweet potatoes. That's actually my only complaint. I love sweet potatoes. They're like one of my favorite foods ever. That's it. So that tells you how it's going. I only have this much left. I'm on page 428. I might read some more tonight, or I might save the rest for tomorrow, but I kind of want to just keep reading. I am really loving it. The found family, I love the relationship between his kid and her. I love all the relationships. I love the hiking aspect. I love the people in the town. I love all of it. I love all of it. The writing is so good. I feel like I'm really getting to know the characters. I love the dynamic. He is so sweet. He's so kind. He's definitely like rough around the edges, but when he cares, like he's the type of person where if he cares about someone, he's gonna do whatever he can to make them happy. Very sweet. She's very sensitive. She feels everything to the extreme. And she's very honest. I love the both of them. I love them. I love them. I love them together. I love them separately. She wants a kid. He wants another kid. She's about to turn 34. He's like 40, like early 40s. There isn't a little age gap, but they're both grown. They both act like adults. There's no games being had. It's good. She definitely is the queen of slow burn, because this is slow, but it's good. And I love that it's in Colorado. I love Colorado. I keep seeing videos and videos from Colorado for the summer. I went last summer and it was so beautiful and I want to go back. And this is making me want to even more. What other books does she have other than The Wall of Winnipeg and Me? Am I gonna have to read this? Am I gonna have to read The Wall of Winnipeg and Me? The first ever sports romance. I don't think it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's not fully sports centered. Fingers crossed. I'm gonna have to do research, but if you've read it and you like it, or if you read it and you thought it was too much sports, let me know. Either way, give me all your thoughts. Tell me everything, actually. If you've read it and you have if you have one singular thought, tell me. Tell me. I need to know, because I'm loving this and I'm gonna need to read more books by her. But this is the one that was the most, I don't even know what other one she has other than The Wall of Winnipeg Me. This one was the most interesting to me because I love hiking. I might read some more, I don't know, but if not, I'll read some more tomorrow. Either way, I'll give you an update tomorrow, and I'll see you then. I'll see you then. After that, there are 2 fantasy books I'm in between. Either Ember in the Ashes, book 1. I have the first 3 books in the series. Or The Jasmine Throne. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out together. It's really just gonna be me making the decision. I'm leaning more towards Ember in the Ashes. Today I'm gonna be starting an Ember in the Ashes. This is a UK edition. I have the first 3 books with the UK covers and I prefer them over either of the US covers, the old one and the new one. Bow your blood and body to the Empire. Keep your heart for yourself. An orphan fighting for her family, a soldier searching for his freedom, and a story burning to be told. Once I get back from the gym, I'm going to be starting it. And then I'll be back later with an update. Oh, I finished All the Roads Lead Here last night. Forgot to tell you. I finished it and I loved it and I rated it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I really liked the writing. I really liked the characters. There was like a little bit of conflict, but it wasn't that bad. Would I have preferred it not happen at all? Yeah, but this is a romance book, so there's usually 90% of the time a third act conflict of some sort. So I'm really not surprised, but I really like how it ended. I liked everything about it, and I want to read more about this author, but I was looking at her other books and I think they are more sports based. That was another win. I think the only other time we've had a 5-star during this challenge was Just for the Summer by Abby Menace. The romance books are low-key killing it. I feel like I don't even rate a lot of romance books 5 stars. It's because these stories were deeper. They were deeper than just a romance. They had, oh, also we find out more stuff about her mom and her past throughout the story, but we find out a lot towards the end about what happened with her ex, about what happened with her mom. It's just like, it's a lot. But because there was a lot more going on than just romance, the way I like it. And you're gonna get your cat hair all over me. Hopefully we can find a 5-star fantasy soon, because I don't think we have throughout this whole one. I don't know, maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't think we have. I'll be back later with an update once I start an Ember in the Ashes. I have completed the first 45-minute reading session today, and I don't know how I'm feeling so far. I really don't know. There's a lot going on. We're following her trying to save her brother, and then we're also following this guy who is becoming one of the, like, going to school to become one of the masked people, but he doesn't want to. He wants to escape before the ceremony, but then people are finding out what he's planning. Now she's like go undercover, I think. Honestly, I'm kind of like, it kind of just feels like words on paper right now. I hate to say it. Go do my second 45-minute reading session, and then we'll debrief. I did my second 45-minute reading session, and I really don't know how I'm feeling. I feel like I'm either going to soft, possibly hard DNF, or lock in, finish it just to finish it, and then decide if I want to continue the series. But right now, I'm really not feeling it. I feel like it's just a me thing. It's just not for me, because I know a lot of people love this series. The world and the people are very brutal. Roman-inspired fantasy world, an oppressed scholar, and elite empire soldier. Leia infiltrates the Empire's military academy to spy for rebels and save her brother while Elias is trying to flee. They're both in their own way fighting for freedom. Her going undercover, that is interesting, so I'm hoping that will bring me into the story, but right now I just feel whatever about it. I don't know. I know a lot of people love this series and I want to. Maybe my expectations were too high. Maybe that's on me. I'm gonna chalk it up to this being about me, because there's nothing specifically wrong with it. Writing, fine. Story, fine. Characters, fine. They're just not, nothing is sticking out to me. It just feels fine. Hence me saying that word 10 times, but that's all it feels to me. A third of the way through the book. So, who knows? Maybe I'll finish it tonight. Read it all tonight. I might finish it just to be finished with it. Is that horrible? So I did end up finishing Ember in the Ashes last night. And I'm rating it 3 stars. I liked the concept. I really don't have any complaints other than the fact that it just felt like whatever to me. Like I didn't like get deeply invested into the story. I felt like nothing really. I'm going to start The Jasmine Throne. I'm excited about this one. So I completed the first 45-minute reading session for The Jasmine Throne and I'm liking it so far. I am. It is kind of a lot of information right now, but I'm excited to keep reading. Right now we're kind of just learning more about the characters. I finished my second 45-minute reading session and I am on chapter 10. It's taking me a little bit to get through it because it is quite hefty. I'm this far in. I'm on page 95. Yeah, it's pretty thick and there's a lot going on. We keep switching point of views. That's my only thing. There's so many point of views. Princess Millennia. I don't know how to say any of the names ever for anything. Trapped by her brother within the crumbling walls of an ancient temple, forced to disavow her birthright and her power because of her past, maidservant Priya dreams of freedom. Their destinies will become entangled, and together they will set an empire ablaze. It's an epic fantasy. This is the first book in a trilogy. I don't have the other books. I'm liking it so far, so once this challenge is done, I'll probably have to use the rest. A fierce and unapologetically feminist tale of endurance and revolutions. There's a book by this author that recently came out that I want to read, but now I'm kind of getting a feel for the author's writing. For day 40! That's a milestone. Day 40. See you then. Hey guys, so it's Sunday. I'm sorry. I was out of town this weekend. I got some reading done, so that's really all that matters. I got to chapter, let's see, how far did I get? I honestly wanted to finish The Jasmine Throne during this video, but this book is taking me a little bit long because there's so much information, so many POVs, so much is happening that I don't want to read too quickly and miss information, so I'm kind of reading it a bit slow. I got to chapter 25, page 236 of The Jasmine Throne. I'm really liking it so far. This has sapphic romance. Happy Pride, by the way! It's June, beginning of June, as I'm filming this. I don't know when this video is going up, but it's the beginning of June right now. And I'm really liking it so far. Priya and... I can't say these names. I can never say names, seriously. Millennia? Sure. She's a princess and her brother is slowly giving her poison to try to kill her. Right. Priya started working for her. They begin to form a relationship and start to have feelings for each other, but they both have things they're both on a hunt for revenge. They're both got their own stuff going on. They're on a journey, so they don't really know whether to trust one another. And I honestly am not liking, I kind of wish it was just their point of views, not every other jit. Like, we're also, so Priya is one of the surviving temple children from, there was a massacre, and her brother and her sister survived. Ashok, I don't know how to say his name, is Priya's older brother, and he's a rebel leader, and he's trying to get Priya to work with him. They also are able to use magic. They're able to access the power of nature spirits. Let me just say that. I'm not even going to try to say their name again. He's using it for the rebellion, and he drinks from the deathless waters to be able to use powers. I believe they said he was like twice born. There's lots going on. Priya didn't think he was alive, but he is, and he's come to ask her for her help. And her sister and her have an estranged relationship. Her sister is married to a duke. I really don't like reading Ashok's point of view. We also read Jitashi. That literally says jit. Sorry. Also, we read from Vikram's point of view. Why are there so many point of views? And Rayo. Like, please. This is why it's taking me so freaking long. Why are there like 8 point of views? How many are there? At least 6. I don't even know. Let me double check. There might be more. Right. I wish there was like a character list. Say like who everyone was. All of that information. So I can make sure I'm getting all of it. There's so much going on. Like, I feel like I'm gonna need to reread this book at some point. I feel like I'm still fighting my reading slump. And so my brain feels a little mush. Like flipping through the book, and I saw another person that I haven't read yet, but another person, another 8. That's 8. Oh Lord. Don't let that discourage you though. 9. Oh my god. Because this book is really good so far, and I really like the world, and the writing is really good, and I love the 2 main characters. And I really like their story, but why are we closely following? Like, I'm okay to like just hear about the stuff that's happening, but not from their point of views. I don't need that. 9 POVs in this book. This is the first book in a trilogy. I don't have any other books, but I'm gonna need to get them once I am off this book buying ban. The princess is trying to convince Priya to help her escape, and Priya's like, girl, she thinks that maybe she's just using her. She doesn't know what to believe. Out for vengeance together, I hope. I read this Friday for my first 45-minute reading session of Saturday, and then I read some today. And then for the other 45-minute reading session on Saturday, I read Spy Family Volume 1. I love the show, so I wanted to read the manga too. I was also reading before bed, and I was really tired, but I needed to read more, so I was like reading it very slowly. I needed to read another reading session, and I didn't have the brain capacity to read this late at night, so I decided I'm gonna read some of this. And obviously I like the show, so no complaints. It's very cute. Lloyd is, if you don't know what this is about, Lloyd is a spy, and he has to go undercover to get close to a guy who might be connected to some government schemes, political, supposed evil guy. So they send him undercover. In order to get close to him, he needs to have a wife and a child, so the child can go to that guy's child's school, so then they can, their children can be friends, so then they can meet as parents, and then he can get close to him, find out what he's doing, and what he's planning so then they can catch him. So he goes to an orphanage, gets a little girl. Obviously he's not going around telling people he's a spy, but this little girl happens to be a mind reader. Then he runs into a woman, asks her to fake being his wife, and she happens to be an assassin. So they're a happy little family, and it's super cute. I didn't finish the show yet. I might read some more of this book tonight, but I am done with this week's video. So if you want to see me finish this, make sure to come back next week. I'll have a full review on this. I'm hoping to finish it kind of quick. Now that I'm into the world and the magic system and everything, I feel like it'll be quicker for me to finish this. And then I'm going to be starting my June TBR, which I think the first book I'm going to read is City of Brass, which I'm very excited to read because I've heard lots of good things about this. I forgot to say this, but my TBR is now at 77, so we're doing pretty good. My goal was to get it to 75 by the end of this challenge, and we're 2 away. How are we doing it? How are we doing it? We're so good. I don't know if I should set another goal or if I should just let the wind blow. I'm like, should we set it to 50 next? Let's see if we can do it. It's kind of, this will be a loose goal. This will be a loose goal. Don't have too high expectations, but we're gonna try. Because I already got this down to 75, so I feel a little unstoppable right now. But we're doing great. I'm pretty excited to get my TBR down more. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you stayed till this long, comment down below what you read this week. I've been really enjoying this series. It's been super fun. I love getting to chat about what I'm reading so much. Getting to do it every day has been super fun. Make sure to like and subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you can see when I post. I'll be doing this challenge for 75 days, obviously. So make sure to come back next week. And if you haven't watched the other videos, make sure to do so now. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!